Hey everyone, welcome back to Will of the Market. Today is August 4th, 2025, and equity markets roared back after last week's sell-off. Let's dive into the big moves, what drove sentiment, and what's coming next. The S&P 500 jumped about 1.5%, snapping a 4-day losing streak and closing near 6,329.9. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose roughly 1.3%, adding around 585 points. The Nasdaq Composite surged close to 2%, led by sharp gains in tech stocks. What sparked the rally? A combination of easing sentiment and corporate strength bolstered investor confidence. Key drivers included jobs data. Only approximately 73,000 jobs added versus approximately 102,000 expected, with downward revisions of approximately 258,000 jobs in prior months, raising unemployment to 4.2%. Bond and futures reaction. Market implied odds of a September Fed rate cut climbed to approximately 83 to 87%, via CME Fed Watch. Tariff tensions and BLS shake-up. President Trump fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics head and hinted at replacing a Fed governor, adding uncertainty but also fading fears of tighter policy. Stock highlights and sector leaders. IDEXX Laboratories soared approximately 26 to 27%, topping the S&P 500 after exceeding quarterly revenue expectations and raising full-year guidance, especially on strong demand for a new veterinary diagnostics product. Williams-Sonoma shares jumped nearly 7%, and Tapestry rose tilde 5% on rate cut hopes benefiting retail sector. On semiconductor dropped approximately 16%, citing cautious auto sector demand and weakening revenue dynamics. Other moonshots included CommScope surging approximately 42 to 44% on news of a $10.5 billion unit sale, and Steelcase jumping approximately 45% pre-market on takeover reports. Blade Air Mobility, Joby, and others saw double-digit moves too. Technical outlook and risks. Despite today's bounce, some analysts warn of possible near-term pullback. The S&P 500 dropped below its 20-day moving average, nearing the 6,200 support level. Broad market breadth weakened, with fewer stocks above key averages. Wall Street firms like Morgan Stanley, Deutsche Bank and Evercore flagged a potential 15% pullback if the economic outlook worsens. Seasonal pattern. August historically tends to see elevated volatility, with the CBOE VIX rising approximately 8.4% on average in such periods. Earnings and events to watch. Roughly two-thirds of S&P 500 companies have reported Q2 earnings, with over 80% beating estimates. This week brings big releases. Palantir, McDonald's, Disney, Uber, and tech names like AMD, Nvidia, Shopify and more are set to post results, many tied to AI spending trends. Bottom line and strategy. Equity markets rebounded sharply today on Fed cut optimism, weak employment prints, and strong earnings. But technical signals and macro uncertainty suggest caution. Pullbacks can't be ruled out. The key is watching upcoming earnings reports and trade headlines. For now, retail, tech, and AI-related names are key attractions, while cyclicals and defensive plays may feel pressure if volatility returns. Let me know below. Are you positioning for the rally or bracing the dip? Hit subscribe for tomorrow's market wrap. Thanks for watching Will of the Market. I'll see you next time.